Hello YouTube, we are back. I just removed the tape off of the first wrap of The Brave and the Bold. So what do I want to do? My main philosophy, as everyone knows, with conserving or working on books is, does anyone know, what you put in you must take out. So I don't know, like I said in the past, whether I want to leaf cast this or not, but I do want to send it to CGC when I am done with the book. So to do that, I really want to make sure I wash out the chemicals that I put in. So right there, I just put it in my tub. Everyone knows my tub. And what we're going to do is I'm going to soak it. And I have my mixture here, which is water and palm olive soap. I am not going to use any chloramine tea or anything like that, because if I am going to try to get the universal grade, the chloramine tea will be triggered, will act as a trigger to conservation. CGC at times can pick that up, but if we just wash it with some water, it's not going to drastically change the appearance. It will clean up a little bit, but it's not going to bleach or lighten the page where a significant amount of work was performed on the book, and CGC will pick it up. Now, tape removal is allowed. CGC does not, in my experience, look at tape removal as conservation where it will trigger a conservation. So we're going to let this soak in my water solution, and then I'll rinse it out, and then we'll dry it flat. I was able to take the adhesive off, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do next. Okay guys, we are back, and I just want to say that I have been soaking my first page of the Justice League Brave and the Bold, number 28, overnight. And I also dried it overnight with my blotting system. We all know how I do that with the glass and the blotting and changing the paper towels. So this is the result. It lightened up nicely, and the tape was removed. I am a little disappointed with this section here, but it's the nature of the game. In fact, I actually removed the pieces of tape off of the other sections that I was dealing with, and here they are right here. So whether I'm going to attach them again, I don't know, but here is a piece of the bottom. Let's put that to the side. Most likely I am not going to attach them because I don't know how I want to address this book yet, whether I want to do it as a universal or a conserved. And in a way, I want to ask the community's opinion right now, because this Justice League Brave and the Bold reminds me somewhat of the 4-Color Comics number 16, the first appearance of Mickey Mouse in comic books. Shout out to John Hanna, if you're still watching, for selling me this book. So the comparison is that I believe when I was doing this book, I was up in the air whether I should conserve it or go for a universal. I chose to go for a universal grade because it was such a key book. And I sort of feel the same way in relation to this book. So if you recall, this book had tape halfway on the front cover wrapped around. I have a playlist. Here you go. Go check out the playlist and watch what I did with this book if you haven't seen it already. This is the playlist. And I do feel that there are comparisons between this Brave and the Bold and the actual first appearance of Mickey Mouse. So I'm still perplexed, and I would like to have your thoughts. Let me know if I should go full conserved with this book or whether I should try to get a universal grade. Now this is the back page or the back side of the first wrap. As you can see, it's in rough shape, and there's nothing about it that isn't rough. We know this, and I knew this before I was even going to start this book. Look, there's the connection right there. So each page, give or take, would have to be leaf casted, or I can clean it up nice, remove the tape, and submit it, and most likely I would get a 0.5 if I was lucky, which I do not think I will. Maybe I would get a 1. I don't think so. So let me know in the comments what you think. Now, seeing how this cover is, which I didn't even touch yet, this right here isn't that bad in relation to the whole situation, because the first wrap is in poor shape. At least I was able to save the writing, and in watching the replay, the video that I made, I think the mistake I made was I lifted the back of my tool just a tiny bit, and then it punctured. Once it punctures, it's done. So that's why this tool is very important, where you have to keep it flat, and that's why the glass rigid underneath the sheet is also very important. So again, guys, please leave in the comments, should I put this together, remove the tape, submit it to CGC with the goal of getting a 0.5, removing the amateur restoration, and it would be a similar situation as with the Mickey Mouse first appearance from 1941. Please leave it in the comments. Conserve with leaf casting for a conserved grade, or conserve removing tape just to let the book last longer than possible, or longer than it would with the tape on it, and get it encapsulated and have a nice key first appearance of the Justice League 0.5. Thank you, and stay tuned.